Good morning, everybody. I decided to take you along with me. We are at TJ Maxx. Can you say hi, Belle? It is my best friend's daughter's birthday today, and I just cannot believe that she's one already. It feels like she just had her yesterday. So I figured you guys could come help me pick out a present for her, and you guys can see what it's like to go shopping with two autistic children today and a baby. So it should be fine. It should go good, but if not, you guys will see. I don't know where I was going with that. But all right, I'll take you in. So I already messed up a little bit. I forgot our wrist harness. And I don't think that she'll run today, but that's just it. There's no precursor. Some days she's really good about staying by my side, and other days I am running around Walmart trying to catch her. So, Belle, you want to help me pick out something? What do you think about this one? You want to pick out Novella a present? You got breakfast on you. I got Clay over here. I got Jared with me. How did you get your shoe off already? Jared, can you get me Clay's shoe?
Clay, silly Clay.
We lost your shoe already. Did we lose your shoe? There's Belle's outfit for the day. I put dresses on her a lot. It's just easier. All right, Bella.
Mama. Yeah. Hey.
Thank you. Clay took my picture. Thank you. I'm thinking that this is kind of cute too. I got an outfit. And I'm thinking about this blanket, but I'm going to go see what else that they have.
I don't want.
And Clay's thinking about making a mess.
I'll pick it up.
Maybe one of those little plate and bowl sets since she's a year now. Are you tired?
No. 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 No again.
What do you think we should get?
No.
Huh?
No.
Are you picking out toys for yourself? Thank you, Jer.
Hey, Glenn.
My glasses. My glasses are all fogging up. Oh my. Thanks, buddy.
Ah!
Oh, we could get her this birthday crown. We could get her a birthday crown, you think?
Oh!
I think we could get that. Do you want to see what they have for books? You think that would be a good idea, a book? Are you being noisy? They got all kinds of stuff. Yeah? Fancy Nancy. There's Frozen. I don't know if she's into Frozen yet. What? Here, Clay, you can look at the... You can look at it and tell. Come here, you guys. Those are for dogs. Oh, this would be cute in the homeschool room. What do you think? Would that be cute in the homeschool room?
Baby. I know, teacups. Yeah.
Can you pick that up first?
Yeah.
Thank you. Why don't you hold on to it?
Okay.
That's so cool, buddy.
Yeah.
There's nothing down here that we need.
I know, teacup. Oh, we don't know.
I think they sold out everything.
Teacup.
Yeah.
And
So normally when it's me and all the kids, I have Jared hold on to the cart with Harlow. Him and Harlow will hold hands, but since it's just us, I'm kind of letting him test the waters today. She's doing really good, not running away yet. Are you teething? What did you find? Look at. Look at. This is spins. Well, not in the box. Does it make noise? Yeah, look. What did you get? Is this so cool?
Yeah.
That's how cool it is. Uh-oh. There you go, buddy. What are you making that face for? Jared, what do you see?
I see this. I love this.
Oh, you love that.
Yeah.
Look at. Is it so cool?
Yeah.
Christmas is coming, buddy.
I can pick this one.
What'd you say?
I can pick that.
No, we gotta wait for Christmas. I figured I would show you what I got baby girl in the car because I'm gonna have to wrap it up, and then I think I'm gonna drive it just straight to my friend's house. But I got quite a bit. I got more than I thought that I was going to, but I can't help myself. She's just so special, and I work as a birthing doula, so I actually got to be my best friend's doula, and that was just such a special day, and I'm just so excited. So the first thing I got her, which I got her this little cookie set, and I know she's only one, but she might have fun chewing on the pieces, I don't know. But I got her this little cookie set, and I hate the sticker tags at TJ Maxx. They are always the worst to get off, so I just realized that I'm gonna have fun spending 3 hours trying to pull all these off. We'll see. Actually, this one's coming off pretty easy, but the next one is going to take forever. I guess I could do this later too. I need to run to Target because I thought that they sold gift bags at TJ Maxx. I know I've seen them there, but they don't have any, so I gotta go to Target and see if I can get some gift bags. And then I bought one of those, I don't know the technical term, one of those little cube storage unit thingies, organizers. I bought one of those at Walmart last night because I figured that I could put some books and some toys from the homeschool room in there, and I realized that the cubes that I bought were way too big for the organizer, so I have to go find, I know it'd be more simple to just return the cubes and get, or return like the actual fabric cubes and get smaller ones, but I really love them and they're super cute, so I will actually want to just get a bigger organizer, and I'm sure somebody in my life could use the smaller organizer, or I could shove it in a closet and use it for books or something. But this is the first thing I got her. I found some Christmas presents too. And then I found her this cute little book. It says, "Thank you, God, for Mommy." What else did I find? I didn't get that first blanket because I saw this one and I thought it was so cute. So I returned the first one and I got this one instead. And then I told you I went overboard. I found this cute little baby doll, and her mom has bought her everything under the sun, so she doesn't need a baby doll, but she needs a baby doll. What else? I got her that outfit that I showed you earlier, and it comes with this cute little hat that has this little pom-pom on the top. And then it actually comes with tights, so I thought that was pretty cute and practical for where we live because it gets really cold. And the last thing I got her, I know that she's only a year, but I mean, she deserves all the pretty things, and it wasn't that expensive, so I got her this little princess dress-up set, and I figured her mom could help her with all that. I don't know. But I thought it was too cute to pass up, and I'm gonna have to probably go back and see if they have another one for Harlow, because she's gonna get jealous. She won't get hers till Christmas though, but that is what I got her. And like I said, I'm gonna go into Target and we'll see how that goes. I don't know what it is. Belle is fine with Walmart. She's fine with TJ Maxx. She's fine with Farm and Fleet around where we live, Fleet Farm. But she hates Target. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know if the lights are a little bit brighter in there or if the pitch is a little bit off. I don't know what the difference is. But thank goodness I did find her wrist harness. I thought that I forgot it at home, and I looked in her travel bag, the little princess bag that we bring with us. I don't know if I showed you guys. I always carry a backpack with us. This is the one Belle's been carrying around for right now, but I like to switch it up. But I looked in there from when I packed it for church yesterday, and it's still in there, so thank goodness, because if she was really good in TJ Maxx. She really was. But if there was a store that she would take off in, it's gonna be Target. So at least I have that to not worry about, because one time she took off on me in Walmart and it took 45 minutes, and I was like 37 weeks pregnant at the time. I was 37 weeks pregnant. I had Harlow and Jared with me. It took 45 minutes and 5 people to catch her. She is so quick, and even if I was physically fit, there's no way that I could have caught her on my own. So that's why we take it so seriously. We do get a lot of looks, but it is what it is. She's got no sense of danger, and I need to make sure that she's protected at all times. But it's just so unpredictable, because she'll be happy and smiling one second and the next second she's gone. Or she'll be happy and smiling one second and the next second she's on the floor kicking and screaming or trying to tip over the shelves. And I tried to record some of that the last time we went shopping, but I don't know how much I'm gonna share if she does go into a full tantrum meltdown in Target. And that's just what it is. Sometimes it's a tantrum, sometimes she sees something she wants, she can't have it, or she thinks that we should be getting out of there quicker than we should, and mom's wandering around all the aisles like always. But other times, really, there's no rhyme or reason. So we'll see what we get today. She's staring at me. I'll take you along in there too.
Okay. This is the men's house.
So we just walked in. We've been in here less than 5 minutes and she's already angry. I told you, I don't know what it is about Target. She hates Target. So you're probably gonna see a meltdown. Belle. Hey. You're fine.
I got fun plate.
I threw my hair up. Nice.
Hey, I pick out.
Thank you.
This gone.
You're okay. So I usually I take her toys out of her hand right away because she uses them as a weapon, and then I immediately go into like squeezing because she likes that sensation. You're okay. You're okay. Lately I haven't been bringing You okay? We gotta be calm. Are you ready to keep going? Are you ready to keep going? Nice hands.
Ah!
Nice hands.
Oh. Hey, guys.
You can get your toys.
Uh-oh. Oh!
Here.
Very scary.
That's nice. So, usually when she goes into a meltdown, I take her toys right away. And some people view that as me being mean, but it's not. I take her toys away because she uses them as a weapon. I don't know if you heard me when I said it the first time. She hits, she will scratch herself, so that's why we try to even make sure that she has soft toys with her at all times. I haven't been bringing her therapy items with me because I want her to learn how to self-soothe, because with her autism it gets to the point where she gets attached to the items where she feels like she can't go out without them. So at one time it was gloves on her hand, and it was something as simple as gloves, you know, because she would pinch herself until she was bleeding. But sorry, she would pinch herself until she was bleeding. So then we would keep the gloves on her, and then it got to the point where she got attached to having the gloves on her, and then it would be 70 degrees in the middle of July, and then we couldn't get the gloves back off of her. So that's kind of something that we've been working on this year. That's our goal, is to be able to make it through, please throw in the toys, to make it through a shopping trip without having to use therapy items or very little. And we're probably going to go back into another one. It's probably going to be about 10 minutes before we can get back to shopping. Val, are you going to be gentle?
No.
Are you going to be okay? We can't keep shopping, Bubba.
Look,
If you're upset, we can't be yelling. We can't be yelling in the store.
Look, I'm gonna make it.
That's cool. And the other kids are so good about it. This is just kind of their normal. It's a little sad, but this is their normal, and they're really good about it. They're really good about stopping and waiting and holding onto the cart like they're supposed to be. I don't really worry too much about them wandering or going anywhere. Jared, what do you see?
Ooh. I make it.
Yeah? Belle, are you ready to keep going?
Go.
Sissy,
In the car.
are you okay? Are you ready to keep going? I know, we'll get out of here quick, okay? We're just here for 2 things.
Ooh.
I promise this time.
This one.
So this is what I was talking about. I bought one of these yesterday, but I bought the 11-inch one, and I need 13-inch. 13 inches. So I really wanted white, but all I'm seeing is brown or gray, so I'm gonna just have to go with the gray one because I don't want to wait for Amazon. I want to organize today. I don't want to wait. They'll kind of calm down a little bit. Oh, we're in your way. Jared wanted to help. Use your muscles.
I can do it.
You can do it? Oh my goodness, you are doing it. Good job. I didn't think you could. I didn't think you could. You give up? Do you give up? Is it too heavy?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Mommy, do it. Yeah, he threw his toy. Can I have that? Thank you. There you go. I hope I don't get copyrighted for Mickey Mouse. What you got? So something that I wanted to touch base on now that we're out of Target is what I was trying to explain to you in the store as the meltdown was happening. And maybe that wasn't the best time to explain to you guys. I'm sorry, I'm going to be adjusting this camera a little bit. It looks goofy to me. So therapy items. Therapy items and when is the appropriate time to use them. Lately I haven't really been packing them. I haven't been packing a whole lot because I'm trying to get Belle to the point where she can deal with her own anxiety in a productive way. So she just got a weighted blanket. And I don't want her... I guess what I mean is I don't want her therapy items to turn into everyday necessities. And I personally have fallen into that trap multiple times with Belle. She gets to the point where she is so reliant on whatever the item is, she doesn't know how to function without it. So what I was trying to explain in the store was, for a while she had these gloves. They were weighted mittens, they kind of look like, and they were to help prevent her from slapping herself, prevent her from pinching her skin. She would pinch herself until she bled. We still deal with that a little bit, but she kind of cycles through behaviors. But I was using them to the point where she became reliant on them. She didn't know how to function without them. We could not leave the house. It would be the middle of July, and she would be wearing these mittens on her hands, and every time I would try to take them off, she'd immediately engage in the behavior. And so we had to go through a de-escalation process, even of just the therapy item. So in order for them to be effective, you need to use them in the moment of a meltdown or in the moment of chaos. Like, you cannot use them to prevent a meltdown or a tantrum, because then you kind of get into that gray area of, do they really need it? Is it going to be effective? Am I teaching them good, healthy coping mechanisms when they engage in their behavior? And it's kind of a sticky situation, because you, as a parent, even me, I want to use her therapy items even when she's kind of humming and I can kind of see the precursors into her going into a meltdown or going into a tantrum. So immediately I'm like, okay, let's bring out her weighted vest. Let's bring out her compression vest. Let's bring out her sunglasses. Let's bring out her headphones, whatever it is. But throughout the years, I've learned I can't do that. I cannot do that every single time that she starts to show signs that she might have a tantrum or meltdown, because I want her ultimately to learn how to deal with her own anxiety without constant use of therapy items, you know. And that's not to say I don't want her to ever use them or get to the point where she never uses them. It's just I want her to use them when it's appropriate, not when we're walking down the street during the 4th of July parade. That's happened before. I want to get to the point where she, like I said, where she doesn't get reliant of, sorry, that's Clay, where she doesn't get reliant on them. So, like with the weighted blanket that I just ordered her, if we're going on like a family trip or something, I want to bring it with. I don't want her to be wearing it the entire time in the car, because, you know, I want her to learn how to deal with those emotions and how to deal with herself before we start implementing other things. You know, I'm not going to use, I don't know, I'm rambling. But you guys get what I'm saying. I might have to record this over again because I feel like I'm not explaining it the best, but that's essentially what it is. I want Belle to learn how to internalize those emotions, how to deal with them the best she can. And when things kind of spill over, as they tend to do, that's when we can use her therapy items. You know, I don't want to be bringing a 15-pound weighted blanket into Target because she cannot deal with a Target trip. And I don't want to avoid Target either. Some parents avoid triggers. I don't do that. I go head on with her triggers. When we first adopted Belle, I was really insecure about the screaming and the hollering and the sometimes trying to knock down shelves in the stores. And now I kind of, I've gained a lot of confidence in that area. And I want to keep introducing those triggers to Belle because I want to get to the point where she's okay with being able to be exposed to those things. At one point, there wasn't a time I couldn't go grocery shopping with her, because every single time that I would leave the house, she would be laying on the ground screaming. You're okay. She'd be laying on the ground screaming. She'd be laying on the ground kicking. She'd be pulling her hair out, And now we're to the point where I can pretty much do anything that I want to do. I'm not too worried or too overwhelmed or too stressed out about taking Belle grocery shopping or doing the things that she needs to be learning how to do as she's getting older and she's going to have to use her skills herself, So if you are a person that gets stressed out by that type of things, if you can, maybe bring a grandparent with you, maybe bring your partner with you if it's feasible. If not, kind of like my situation right now, my husband's deployed and I don't really have a sitter for my children. It's pretty much just me. Go into it with the attitude that a meltdown is going to happen. A tantrum might happen. And don't let yourself get overwhelmed when you're in there. If you have a plan for when you go in there, like with Belle, it used to be I had to know where every bathroom was and every exit. And now we're to the point where I can just pull off like I did in an aisle. We can get through the tantrum. We can get through the meltdown, whatever your child's going through at the moment. And we can keep shopping. But if your child's not to that point yet, make a mental tab when you get into the store. Where is the bathrooms at? Do I need to head towards that way when we go in there? Or I go back and forth on the exit thing. With my child, it's not every autistic child, but with Belle, in the beginning, I would immediately just leave the store. But now it's to the point where it's kind of a learned behavior. I might have to talk later when Clay's taking a nap, but it is kind of like a learned behavior, It's not really a reward for her to leave the store, but she's still gaining something, So I had to kind of learn to just internalize those things myself and deal with the emotion, deal with people staring at you, deal with, everything that goes along with a meltdown in a store. Because I didn't want her to learn that every time she screamed or every time she tipped over boxes of cereal or every time she pulled her hair or whatever, I didn't want her to learn that, okay, well, we can go. It's an escape. We can go. I wanted her, like I've been saying this entire time, I wanted her to learn how to deal with those emotions, learn how to act appropriately in the store, even if it costs me emotionally, because it's not fun for anybody. It's not fun for the parent to deal with the meltdown in the store, and it's a really overwhelming situation, especially when you're by yourself, and for the other shoppers too. Nobody likes to hear a child screaming, an 11-year-old at that, screaming in the store. And Jared doesn't really have tantrums, meltdowns. He doesn't really, he's more sensory oriented. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But that's exactly it. I want her to be exposed to these types of things, and even if it's uncomfortable for me, and I'm sorry if it's uncomfortable for other people, but it's something we have to do. It's something that we have to keep working on, keep pushing. Otherwise, we would never be allowed to leave our house, you know? And that's the reality of it, you know? So if you're in the store, just expect something to happen, you know? And if nothing does, then you can be pleasantly surprised. But don't let yourself get overwhelmed. Don't let yourself get worked up when your child's getting worked up, you know, because they'll feed off of that. And Belle really does. She's really good at picking up my emotions, or when Brandon's home, Brandon's emotions, you know. So we got to that point where just like, okay, you know, we'll work through it. Okay. If you're having a tantrum, you can have a tantrum right here. And I keep saying tantrum because with my child, a lot of the times it's not really meltdowns in the store. She sees a trigger, she wants a toy, she sees it, and that's just it. She doesn't understand the concept of money. She doesn't understand the concept of, if I grab something off the shelf, I have to pay for it. It's inappropriate to open it right that second. And she sees so many, you know, things that she wants that she has to have them. And she kind of manipulates, I know you guys have noticed her holding her toys, and that kind of stems back to the glove issue. So she always has all these toys in her hands, but she feels like she's got to have her hands full so she doesn't engage in threatening behavior towards herself. And we've gone to a couple studies and several weeks stay in order to address this behavior. And we're still working on it. 4 years later, we're still working on it. But if you guys were wondering, that's the biggest conclusion me, my husband, her doctors, her therapist can come up with is she holds on to these items so that she doesn't engage in harmful behavior. And even a while ago, it was to the point where I couldn't even take the toys away. I couldn't take them away for a meal. I couldn't take them away for her to use the bathroom. You know, and now we're to the point where she will put them down for short periods of time, you know. You just got to keep working at it, and you got to keep having that attitude of you'll get there. You know, it might not happen overnight for whatever your goal is, but you'll get there. And that's really what it is. And some days she's okay with 2 toys, 1 in each hand, and other days, like today, if you've noticed, she's got, I think, about 8 toys. And sometimes she'll get to the point where she'll tuck them up under her arms and she'll just wrap herself around every single thing that she could find. And really, I've come to notice that's how I can kind of gauge her anxiety. If she's feeling a little anxious or upset about something, I just look how many toys she's got in her hands. So really, the communication borders too, and the communication barriers, not borders, but I mean, it's just something that everybody is going to have to continually work on with your special needs child. And I don't have all the answers, but I mean, I feel like I've learned quite a bit since having my children, and I've worked at a home for special needs individuals, and I grew up with a special needs brother. He has cerebral palsy, and it's different than autism. It's very different than autism, but I've been kind of surrounded by the world of special needs since I was a young child, and I feel like I have a different perspective than most people. So, you know, I know I don't have a lot of viewers, obviously, but if anybody has any questions, I'll be willing to answer the best to my knowledge. Whatever it is, you know, I think that I've kind of gone through just about every scenario, every situation, and Clay's getting mad, so I'm going to have to get going. But between growing up in that kind of special needs arena, working in that special needs arena, and fostering, I think I really have dealt with... Here you go, buddy. I gotta go. I've dealt with just about everything, you guys. I'll talk to